Hi there, this is Galaxy Girl. I'm sorry I haven't posted in a while. I've been away doing archaeological fieldwork for my dissertation, and I just got back and I thought I would do something a little bit different than Minecraft for a while. I've been kind of addicted to Stardew Valley lately, and I figured out how to do a little bit of recording on my Nintendo Switch. So here is the first 100 days of Stardew Valley. It's going to be a series of videos, and I hope you enjoy. So I started out with a typical female character, gave her brown hair, green eyes. I named her Cat because my name's Katrina, and then the farm name I named it Galaxy, and then my favorite thing was pierogies. I went for the standard farm, and then I chose a dog. I really like dogs, but I wish they had like something like a border collie. I don't really like the patterns of the dogs they have in this game. So this is day 1. I go a little bit fast in the beginning. I grabbed the parsnips and I just rushed over to the television and I wanted to check out my fortune and living off the land, and my fortune for that day was actually really bad. It's like the spirits are displeased today. I'm going to try to go a little bit slower next time I look at the television, so if you want to read along as I play the game, it'll give you the option to. I also checked the weather to see if it was going to rain tomorrow, but it rarely does. I think the second day. I think it rains the third day. I'm not 100% sure. And then I just started to clear away a little bit of the land on my farm because I wanted to make sure I had enough space to plant some crops. And usually when I play this game, I plant a lot of crops, and then I'm left watering and watering and watering. So this time I tried to limit it to the parsnips, and then I did go to Pierre's shop later. Then I picked up a few more crops because I realized I wasn't getting enough money. So this is just me plowing the ground. And then I planted the 15 parsnips that came in the starting package when you first start the game. And then I'm just watering, and I think watering is like one of my least favorite jobs in the game, but you gotta do it until you get the sprinklers at least. And then I start to head to the shop. So my plan was, I didn't really have a plan when I head to the shop. I had 500 gold to spend, and I knew it was important to get beans. So here I'm just looking at the calendar because it tells you the events and the birthdays of the characters, and then they have a help wanted board, which is great for getting some money at the start of the game. So I talked to Pierre here, and I pick up a few parsnip seeds. Parsnips are the fastest growing plant in the spring. I think it's only 4 days. And then I also got some bean starters because what happens is when you plant the beans, you'll get an endless supply of beans afterwards. So you just have to plant them once, and then you have to water them, and then you keep getting beans. Whereas with something like parsnips, for example, once they're grown, you harvest them, but then you have nothing left. You'll have to replant some more plants. Just cleaning away some more area. I was thinking of eventually turning this into the animal part of my farm, so I think they would appreciate like having a lake. So I'm just clearing away the area until I have enough money to build a coop. You can see there that I'm running out of energy, and I always keep forgetting to make field snacks. And field snacks in your first days are very important, because it'll just boost your energy and then you can keep going throughout the day. Here I was kind of limited as what I could do, and right now I'm just looking for seeds because you need 1 seed from every tree. So I think it's a pine tree, maple tree, and then I think there's an acorn, and then you can turn it into a field snack. And then my first days I usually just sell everything because I have no money and I wanted to buy stuff eventually. So this is the profit for my first day. Now we're into day 2. And I'm still clearing away parts of my land. You'll notice like in the beginning, it's all just clearing away plants and stones and stuff. And then I start to look at the quests because I'm a little bit desperate for money, so I was looking at introducing myself to the villagers, which is kind of funny because I actually realized after I did it that you don't get any gold from completing that quest, so I spent a lot of time doing it, but it's good to do. I mean, eventually the villagers give you gifts, recipes and stuff like that. And then here I'm just trying to find my way out of the out of the farm, because you have 3 different exits, at least in the standard farm, and this is the south exit. And I mean, it's difficult to leave the farm if you've got a whole bunch of stuff like this, especially if you're coming back late at night and you're in a hurry. And you want to clear that part away. You want to clear the south exit away, because on Fridays and Sundays there's the night market. At least, like, there's a, I'll show you in a later clip, but you can go and buy special things there. And I was always buying fish because I don't like the fishing process. So I was buying fish from the vendor there and then bringing it to the community center to fulfill the community center goals. So right now I'm just collecting fiber, and I'm exploring my area. I know down in this part they usually have spring onions, so I'm looking for forageables and I'm looking for the spring onions. I don't think they had any. Oh, they did. Okay, yeah, they had a few while I was walking here, and they usually have them in this area. It's right by the sewers. And then you'll also find eventually, like later on in the game, there's like a bear or something, and he'll ask you for things to eat. And I heard if you bring him 4 things to eat, he then goes and clears the trash away from Stardew Valley. So I'm looking forward to that. And I'm just walking, looking for forageables, and I'm trying to meet new people. I know it's Tuesday, so I think most of the people are heading over to the to Caroline's, I think. Here I'm meeting Jody for the first time. And I stand in front of Sam's room for the longest time because I thought he was leaving. So I'm kind of like stalking him almost. I just stand here for a while, hoping that eventually he'll get dressed and then come outside. But I don't even think he does. I just like stand there for a good minute or so, and then I gave up. I went back to Pierre's. I met everybody inside Pierre's, and I found some cookies in the trash and gave them to Alex, and he was super happy. So that worked out. I think I did it like 3-4 times during the game. I found like random food in the trash and gave it to Alex. My name's George, by the way. Now buzz off. Oh, I'm meeting Clint. Oh, and I thought Clint likes food. So I was trying to boost my hearts with Clint, but of course he didn't like my offering of spring onions. And then I did find a geode when I was cutting open rocks on my farm, so I gave them to Clint to open, and then I'm gonna take it over to the museum and meet the curator for the first time. So this is just the cutscene with the curator. I've got a favor to ask you. Would you consider donating any new artifacts or minerals for the museum? We can make a groundbreaking discovery. And who knows, maybe I'll give you some rewards along the way. So think about it, will you? If you decide to donate, just bring the objects to the front desk. The funny thing is the curator looks like one of my archaeology professors. So here I'm just trying to open a book, and it's talking about fertilizer, and we can get into this a bit more later. I left it up on the screen for a long time in case you wanted to pause and read it. And then I just go over and introduce myself to Vincent again, and Jas and Penny, because I'm on the quest for completing that, I guess it's like a mission. And then I meet Willie before 5 because he's giving me a fishing rod. And I don't know, Willie's always seemed like a lonely character to me. I've always wanted to try to be his friend, but it's kind of difficult. He's very solitary. This is the end of his cutscene. And then I just start fishing. I'm using the pole for the first time. Fishing, I get a little frustrated with fishing, not because I I can't catch thing. It's just because it takes so long for the fish to come sometimes, and I've used bait and lures and I just don't have patience for it. I want to do other things, but I know it's important. So you'll see me fishing at least 5 times every day. I try to make a good habit of fishing 5 times each day. And I'm just heading back to the town to see if I can meet some more people, and I'm going to Robin's house to see if the door's open. And I meet Robin's husband and her Demetrius, and then I meet her daughter as well, Maru. There's the other person that lives in this house is Sebastian. He's usually in the basement, but at nighttime he goes over by the lake. So I was able to catch him while he was at the lake. And now I'm just walking home. Oh no, I'm going to see Linus, I forgot. Yeah, Linus has a tent that's just above Robin's house, and then I went and I said hi to him too. So I think there's only 3 people left. Yeah, so I needed to go and find, who was it? It was Leah and the wizard, and I forgot the last person. Leah, the wizard. Maybe it was Shane. I'm trying to decide what to sell here. I decided to keep it all because I know if you have all of the forageables, then you can create a seed packet. And I'm just taking a break for the rest of the night. So thanks for watching.